Good morning to one and all. Today we will discuss about this traffic signals design. Normally these traffic signals are used in a different cross sections of a roads for controlling these traffic jams. So that different roads having a different capacities. As normal highways having one kind of capacity and state highways having one kind of capacity. That means with respect to this quantity of vehicles, those quantity of vehicles entirely depends upon number of lanes in the particular road, so that we need to have these traffic signals for better control of these traffic jams and other accidents. So that we need to learn about these traffic signal design in today's class. First of all, what are the main objectives of these traffic signals? Movements of traffic in different directions is solved by time sharing of the principles. That means principle means majorly it is a rule applied to all directions easy. That means equal rule, that is called as a principle. That means in all directions it is equal. Movement of traffic in different directions. Normally in cross sections we are having a different kinds of lanes. Once I will show with those diagrams. This is a normal T intersection, Y intersection, X intersection, plus intersection, and pentagonal. Likely depending upon the number of lanes of road are intersected at a particular point, so that those all loans are depends classified into different junctions: T junction, Y junction, X junction, and cross junction and pentagonal junctions. All those are studied in a different kinds of layouts of these particular diagrams already we studied in the previous videos. So in that today in this video we have to observe what is the purpose of designing these signals. So in a different junctions we are having number of intersection of roads are different. That means if it is a T junction, that means we are having only 3 roads are intersecting. If it is a X, this means they are having 4 roads are intersecting. Likely depending upon the intersection type we are having the number of lanes are intersecting, so that we need to give a priority. That means how much amount of time will have to give for a lane. The totally depends upon the number of sublanes in a particular road. That means sublanes means if it is a one way road, that means in the one way also we are having different sub classifications. One way means we are having 2 to 3 lanes on that particular one way. Likely we are having different kinds of roads. All those we will observe in the previous coming slides. First one, what are the advantages we are facing while we are having a travel with these traffic signals? First of all, orderly movement of traffic. Orderly means one by one, one by one, one by one. Likely we are having roll numbers, so that whenever we are taking an attendance, simply we will call 1, 2, 3, 4, likely up to 60, depending upon the strength of the class. Likely here also there may be some following of order. That means in the particular road itself we are having number of vehicles are simply stopped in a proper manner, so that first vehicle has to move in a first one, second direction, third direction. Likely different vehicles have to move in a different directions with respect to the proper time and their respective places. That means if the vehicle is in front position of a particular road, so that that vehicle has to move in first. The vehicle below behind the uh, first vehicle they have to go in a second. Likely they have to move in a proper order. Second one we are having is the an increased capacity of the intersection. That means increased capacity of the intersection, the total quantity of vehicles may be increases. Why? Because here we are having this traffic signal, so that there may be some drastic position of movement of the vehicle. That means drastic means simply moving without any obstructions, so that there may be some quantity of increment of vehicles with respect to capacity. Next we are having is this reduce the frequency of accidents. That means frequency of accidents means the number of accidents occurring in a particular month, number of accidents occurring in a particular year. Those may be also decreases due to implementation of these traffic signals. Why? Because all the vehicles and these drivers, those who are having these vehicles, those are following a proper time and this signal system, so that they are having some quantity of some amount of traffic knowledge in what way they have to move, what is the signal is lying on a particular cross section, so that is it a beneficial or not. All those things are in their minds while they are facing this kind of traffic system, so that it should be some accident free. Next one, continuous movement of traffic with defined speed. That means continuous movement means there may be continuity in the movement of the vehicles with defined speed means at the particular cross sections we are having some quantity of time lapse. That means there may be some quantity of time lapse means all the vehicles has to wait for few minutes. That means if maybe 2 minutes or 1.5 minute, depending upon the quantity of the vehicles and capacity of the particular road, so that all the vehicles having a proper knowledge how much time they have to wait, so that there may be a defined speed. For the particular cross section the vehicles has to move in a proper speed after the signal is closed or signal is opened. Next one, dispenses of the police and economical. That means dispenses of the police and economical. That means dispenses means automatically due to this signal system there may be a huge quantity of police has to do another duty. That means another duty means normally some amount of people are having this traffic duty, so that those are also have to do another work without this. Why? Because in place of traffic polices they are employed some electronic system. That means this signal system, so that a huge number of polices also have to do another work. Next one, requires only simple geometric design. That means requires only simple geometric means they need only a particular electronic devices and a single man to operate those electronic device. It requires a simple geometric design in a particular center of a road or cross section of a particular junctions of the road. We need to fix it, so that it requires a simple geometric design. We need to have some merging of the points. Suppose I will show it is a 3-lane road, so that in what point we have to fix means automatically we need to draw these okay, at this particular point we need to fix this traffic line. Likely what is the merging of all the lanes, so that those points will help us to fix the traffic signal. It is a simple geometric design, no other derivations or any other requirements are no need. Only we need to have a simple geometry. That means a lines are merging, so that the point will be have to kept with these traffic signals. Next one, what are the disadvantages? The major disadvantage is so many people are losing their duties. Why? Because in the previous slides we are observing a huge quantity of police are replaced with this traffic signal, so that all the police are losing their duties. That is a major disadvantage. It affects larger stopped delays. Larger means due to this few lanes of the road has to wait for a few minutes, so that there may be some large quantity of delay of vehicles. Why? Because if the lane is simply short lane, so that there may be huge amount of capacity of the particular road, so that there may be a large span of waiting, so that this waiting is called where delay. Next one, design requires complex considerations. Why? Because here we are using complex considerations. We need to observe the land use, and we have to calculate land capacity, and in some places there may be some institutional buildings, academic, other buildings also there, so that in that particular spaces we don't have to prefer this traffic lights and other. Why? Because there may be a huge quantity of vehicles are stopping, so that there may be chance of these vehicle horns and vehicular sound, so that it may be causes to some noise disturbance to the buildings, so that it requires a complex considerations. Next one, accident frequently. Why? Because in the previous slide, in the advantages, we discussed that some accidents may be reduced, but in the case of disadvantages, we are decreasing, we are dealing with these accidents frequently. That means due to this complex design of these traffic signals in some cases and some places, due to lack of space and lack of knowledge in the people, also there may be some quantity of accidents frequently in initial days. That means uh, while we are traveling to a new place, we don't have a particular traffic knowledge. That means in what lane we are having these traffic signals, in what way we need to go, so that in the initial days to a particular traffic, that drivers, there may be some lack of knowledge in the roads, so that there may be some kind of accidents in initial days. After a 2 to 3 weeks, there may be some knowledge on those traffic, so that these accidents may be reduced. But in case of the initial days, there may be some high quantity of accidents. That means there may be a small quantity of accidents like clashings and collisions. Next one, excess delay during peak hours. Excess delay means normally we are having some quantity of peak hours in a particular days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, likely we are having a particular week, we are having a peak hours. That means in the Monday morning we are having a peak hour. Likely Saturdays, Fridays, and Sundays we are having peak hours due to huge amount of traffic collection in the different areas of a route, so that we need to face these excessive delay. We need to avoid those excessive delay by choosing different lanes and different shortcuts, so that it will also reduce these excessive delays. Next one, driver prefer less safe route due to delays. That means this is the major disadvantage. Drivers are normally preferring these less safe routes. Less safe routes means those are having huge amount of accident prone areas, so that normally due to this delay purpose, major number of people are choosing these unsafe areas for traveling purpose. Normally in metropolitan cities and other places, we are observing this kind of preferring unsafe area. That means unsafe routes. Why? Because they have to go to their offices and other destination points within that time, so that simply to avoid those traffic delays, they will choose different routes or different shortcuts. Due to those, there may be some quantity of accidents occurring. These are the major disadvantages while we are dealing with these signals. For every work, we are having some quantity of advantages and some quantity of disadvantages, so that whenever we are choosing a particular work, that work must have a good number of example. That means a good number of advantages and a less quantity of disadvantages. Then only that work must have some quantity of importance and other things. Why we are using this signal? What is the purpose of indicating these signals in different places? First of all, these signals are normally introduced by different practitioners. That means previously we are having no signal system. After Britishers, we are found this kind of signal systems. Normally in 1880s, likely they introduced this signal system. First one, British practice, we are having four major kinds of these signals. First one is a red one. Normally this red symbol is a symbol for danger. That means we need to stop whenever we are observing this red symbol on a particular signals. After that we are having a red comma amber. That means simply we need to move in very slow manner. That means we are having some quantity of danger, some quantity of moving, so that it may be leads to a slow movement of vehicles, otherwise we have to met accidents. Next one, a green. Normally green means a symbol for the moving of vehicles. That means if at all there is a green signal, automatically all the vehicle has to move. After that we are having this amber. Normally this amber is used for the clearance of traffic. For every signal, that means normally these signals are having a proper time period, 1.5 minute or 2 minutes, so that after the clearing of this 1.5 minute or 2 minutes, they have to give some 5 to 10 seconds for clearing of the vehicles. Why? Because if the last vehicle has to move, so that the last vehicle will not have a sufficient time to move on the road, so that they will give a 5 to 10 seconds as a amber period, so that in the amber period the total traffic will be cleared. After that they will give a green signal to another route. Those will give the traffic clearance and accident prones. Next one, we are having this American practice. In the American practice we are majorly having this red, green and yellow. Okay, means red means simply stopping, green means simply moving, this yellow means some quantity of these pedestrians. Normally pedestrians means those who are crossing the roads. For those purpose these yellow signals, and some of the cases the vehicle has to move or clearing purpose, these yellow signals are used. Those are related to this American practice. But in case of our Indian systems, we are having these three systems. That means simply we are following red, green and amber. That means simply we are following the British rules. But in case of British rules, they are having four kinds: red comma red amber. That means mixing of those red with amber. But in our Indian systems we are not having this red amber. Simply we are having red, green and amber. Red means movement, that means stopping of particular vehicles. Green means movement of the vehicles. Amber means for clearing traffic within the 5 to 10 seconds. After that, what are the objectives, what we need to gain by implementing these signals? First of all, amber period of 2 seconds. Normally amber period 2 seconds means for clearance purpose we are giving these 2 seconds. If it is a multi-lane road, we need to give some quantity of 5 to 10 seconds. If it is a normal lane, we need to give 2 seconds, so that it will be sufficient for vehicle clearance. Next one, lenses are normally of two sizes of 200 mm dia and 300 mm dia. That means lenses means, I will show, this is the particular traffic signals. In this traffic signals we are having red symbol, yellow symbol and green symbol. Normally this yellow is represented with amber. That means for clearance of the traffic. We are having these signals, so that the total signal is with different lights: red light, green light and yellow light. So the red light will appear through this lens. That means the proper coating of the particular. First we are normally in our bike system, all are having some quantity of knowledge with bikes, so that I will give an example with our bike. With the bike, in our bike we are having a light on the inner side. In front of the light we are having some quantity of glass like material, so that those glass like material here we will call it as a lens. Okay, normally for few people are using lenses without using these glasses. That means glasses means few people having sight problem with their eyes, either it may be left side or right side, whatever it may be, they are using some kind of these cooling glasses or any other glasses for better vision properties. So that in the purpose of this traffic also they are using these lenses. Why? Because these lenses are used for observing for a long distances. So that in minimum they are using a 200 mm diameter and a 300 mm diameter. That means 200 mm means simply 20 centimeters, 300 means 30 centimeters. Likely they are using these diameters of lenses for better vision properties to the users of roads, that means road users. Next one, a large size are used for 85th percentile approach. Speed exceeds 65 kilometers per hour. That means normally in the roads and particular cross sections we are having different design speeds. Those design speed also having with this importance of the roads, whether it is a state highways and other different roads we are having. So that due to those roads, normally in these national highways and other state highways, we won't prefer this traffic signal system. Why? Because in those roads we are having this 80 to 100 kilometers of speed, while the vehicles are moving with those speeds, and simply they mean stopping means automatically those will leads to clashing of vehicles. So that in that particular national highways and expressways they won't use these traffic signals. Normally in state purpose, that means state means in our state we are having different districts. For connecting those different districts we are having a huge road networks. In those particular road networks we are using these traffic signals to control the traffic. What means whenever there is a junction, that means wherever there is a four roads are joining with four districts at a particular points. In those particular points we are using these kind of traffic signals. In those particular traffic signals also we are having a vehicular speed of 65 kilometers per hour. There may be uses of large size of these lenses. The height of the signal shall be such that when erected the center of the amber shall be not less than 2.4 meters or more than 4 meters above the carriageway level. That means what is the carriageway means normally the ground level we are having this carriageway. These carriageways are normally used for the movement of these vehicles on the roads. So that above the carriageway we need to maintain a minimum of 2.4 meters and a maximum of 4 meters. If the length of the road is so long, that means there may be so no horizontal curves such that the length of the road is so long. In that cases we have to use this 4 meters. Why? Because the length is so long that the vehicle has to observe these signals with a long distance. This height may be useful for better vision whenever the road is having long length. Whenever the road is short length, that means if there is any horizontal or any other sub roads. So that in the purpose we are using these 2.4 meters signals. After that the primary signal is installed at 0.9 meters from the stop line, and secondary signals is usually installed if there is a central island. That means central island means normally in rotary purposes there may be huge quantity of roads are merging at a point. In those purposes we are using these central islands. Primary signal installed at a 0.9 meters from the stop line. Secondary signals are usually installed after central islands. Primary signal means if there is a more number of mergings in a proper line of the road. So that in those particular points we have to use these primary signals, secondary signals and tertiary signals likely. So that what is the major number of roads, so that means a huge number of roads are merging, those point we will fix as a primary. After that number of roads are decreasing we will give secondary preference, tertiary preference and quaternary preference likely. The secondary signal is commonly installed in opposite to the primary signal, back of the primary signal instead of opposite traffic. So that I will give a better example with this signal. Okay, it is a main signal. That means in this particular signal we are having observing three. Okay, for it is a triangular like a junction, so that we are having three roads. We need to use these three traffic signals. But in case of a
quaternary junction, we have to go for a 4. I will give a top view. That means this is the particular, okay, mention point. In this particular we are having these traffic signals, okay. All those curved parts are particular bulbs. That means normally bulb we are having a curved portion, so that I am mentioning likely. It is the top view, it is the front view of a particular signal. The minimum 2 signal phases to be provided. That means minimum 2 signals for front and back. Those two we are stopping means I will show. If it is a line, okay, it is a particular cross section, so that minimum quantity of 2 signals we need to give. That means in this direction, in this direction, in this 2 direction we need to give a minimum quantity of signals. Whether the 2 roads are unimportant, that means there is no need of usage of roads. In those particular cases we have to give a minimum quantity of 2 signal phases. That is the last final point they discussed. After that they given some quantity of prescriptions, how much amount of particular systems they have to use. That means as per IRC recommendations, for traffic signals also we are having some quantity of guidelines, so that whenever we are designing these traffic lines we have to follow those guidelines for design purpose. First of all, 85% of the speed kilometers average approach speed we are having here. Different speeds of a vehicles, okay, 35, 40, 45 likely up to 100 kilometers they are giving. After that, minimum visibility distance, that means whenever the vehicles are moving with a speed of 35 kilometers per hour, so that we need to give the traffic signals within 45 meters. That means from a particular junction we need to give 45 meters distance. It is a particular traffic light, so that the traffic light will have a distance of 45 meters from entrance point of a road, okay. Next one, after that we are having 40, 45 likely the distance is increasing. For 40 we are having 50 meters, 45, 60, 50 is we are having a 70 meters of distance. Likely there may be some increment of speed, automatically increment of this visible distance to a particular vehicle. Why? Because if the vehicle speed is increasing means in second to second the distance will decreasing, so that we need to increase the visibility of a particular light with respect to this distance. Next we are having different definitions with respect to these traffic signals. Normally these definitions we are discussed in the previous classes. Once again we will have to repeat those things. Cycle means, normally cycle means a complete revolution is takes place. Those things we will call it as a cycle. Normally in our class we are having a particular quantity of students, so that we are particularly taking attendance in the first hour, so that we are simply taking the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to a particular quantity 60. After that we have to go for a second cycle. That means we need to call it in second class of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 likely. We will have to follow a proper cycle. We won't call a number 10, number 1, number 2 likely, so that we have to follow a proper kind of cyclicity, whether it may be front to back or back to front. We have to follow a proper cycle. A signal is one complete rotation throughout all the indications. Normally this cycle will be having a better example with our wall clock. In our wall clock we are having a totally a 12 hours in a particular day. The day starts with 12 p.m. on nights, okay. From 12 p.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 12 o'clock. After that we are having a second cycle with AM and PM both we are having, so that in a particular day we are having 24 hours, but normally we are having a 12 hours, so that the clock has to follow two cycles in a particular day. Likely here also a cycle means a complete revolution from 1 to 12 is a cycle for a wall clock. Likely in the traffic purpose also we are having different signals. That means if it is a 4 lanes of a particular road, so that the signal has to give first preference to the major line, after that second line, third line, fourth line and fifth line up to end of the particular road. That means total number of roads. After that cycle is over, they will have to give a preference to again first cycle. That means first road, second road, third road, fourth road. After completing, another cycle has to move first road, second road, third road and fourth road. Likely depending upon the total number of roads, we will have to give a cyclicity. Next one, cycle length. The cycle length is the time in seconds that it takes a signal to complete one full cycle of indications. That means I will show normally with respect to a small diagram. It is a normal road. That means a four junction road. That means here we are having totally 4 roads. So that one first is the first road, second road, third road and fourth road. So that for a particular section we are having 4 roads. So that we will have to give preference to the first one, after the second one, after the third one, after that fourth one. Here we are completing one cycle. After that we will give preference to second cycle, 2 2 and 3 2 and 4 2. It is a second cycle. Okay, after that we have to go for another cycle, 2 1 3 2 3 3 3 and 4 3. Okay, in this for different patterns we have to follow for completing a cyclicity. After the cyclicity is over, we have to divide those cyclicity with a proper length with time. That means total traffic is associated with the proper time, so that we need to give a time period for each cycle. That means if we are having a first cycle, in the first cycle we are having 4 sub parts. First 1 1 what time we have to give, 1 2 what time we have to give, 1 3 what time we have to give, 1 4 what time we have to give. So that the time totally depends upon the traffic density involved in those particular 4 roads. That means if the first road is a 4-lane road, so that we need to give some more quantity of time to first lane. If the second lane is a 5-lane road, likely depending upon the capacity and road user characteristics, we need to give a proper time to the road. That means proper time means the proper time is indicated here we are with cycle length. Cycle length is the time in seconds that takes a signal to complete one full cycle of indications. That means full cycle means total revolving of the particular rotation. It indicates the time interval between the starting of green signal till the next time the green starts, denoted by capital C. Okay, it indicates the time interval between the starting of green signal till the next time the green signal starts. That means in the first lane we are having a green signal at a particular 9:15 minutes. Okay, after that the total time required to restart the green signal on a first road, that is called as a complete cycle length. Okay, this is the example for a cycle length. That means in the particular one cycle we are having one phase, two phase, like here they are indicating a 60 seconds time, so that in the particular 60 seconds we are having a phase 1 and phase 2. In the particular phase 1 we are having this green interval with 30 seconds, after that yellow interval with a few, that means 5 to 10 seconds. After that we are having this all red intervals. Likely different phases we are having, so that each and every phase we need to observe, so that the total phase 1 plus phase 2 will give a total complete cycle. In that complete cycle we are having phases. Phase 1 plus phase 2 will give a total cycle. After that we need to go for another cycle with another 2 phases. This is the phase diagram. First one, if it is a, for a first road we will have to give phase, so that it will having a total 120 seconds. In those particular 120 seconds, the green time is meant for 70.75 seconds. After that, a clearance time, that means yellow time, is given for a 3 seconds. After that we are having this red, that means stopping signal for a 46.25. that means it is a complete phase, first phase. And after that we are having the second phase, means whenever there is a green signal for phase 1, means automatically it will be red signal for another direction. Okay, so that there may be some 73.75. that means here we are having 3 seconds with camber line, that means clearance time, so that those two are collectively 73.75. after that we are having this 42.45 for yellow and 4 for normal clearance. Likely this signal time is indicated with these phases. That means one phase is completely reversed to another phase. Why? Because one vehicle is simply moving, means another direction they are stopping for that particular span of time, so that these are two opposite to each other. Likely yellow plus this yellow plus green equal to total red. Here also yellow plus green equal to total red they are taking. It totally depends upon the road length and road users. For that, for giving these phase diagrams, the total survey team has to do some quantity of survey, so that for each day how many number of vehicles are moving from that particular road, so that they need to do some quantity of survey in that particular vehicles. Also, how many number of vehicles are 2-wheelers, how many 4-wheelers, how many 3-wheelers, how many large vehicles. All those studies they have to do. After studying is over, they need to give some quantity of data, so that in that particular day there is this much amount of traffic patterns, so that we need to give this much amount of time for clearance purpose, this much amount of time for red signal and green signal. Likely they need to allocate some quantity of time. After that, this is the some definitions. What is interval, what is a change interval? Likely here we are having 3 to 4 terms, we need to know those. What is interval? That means the change from one stage to another, that is called as a interval. Normally in our cinema theaters we are taking this interval, that means at the particularly middle portion we are taking some quantity of interval from relax purpose. Likely in the traffic also they are having some intervals. Those intervals are totally change interval and clearance interval. That means change interval means the vehicles normally stopping for a particular span, that means 30 to 40 seconds, so that those 30 to 40 seconds they are taking as a interval time. After the interval is over, simply they are moving to another way. Second one, we are having a clearance interval. This clearance interval is normally a minimum time, that means 5 to 10 seconds I previously told. For depending upon the traffic characteristics, they are simply giving a 5 seconds, below 5 seconds they are giving this clearance interval. A challenge interval means it is also called as yellow time. It indicates interval between the green and red signal indicators. That means whenever there is a signal, automatically red signal is there. After the red signal is over, they need to go for green signals. Within the time of red to green, they have some quantity of time, so that those time is this change interval. To change the signal from yellow to red or red to yellow, they need to have some quantity of interval with this yellow signal, so that this is the interval time, that means change interval. After that we are having this clearance interval. It is also called as all red is included after each yellow interval indicated a period of during all signal phases show red. It is the clearance of vehicles to show the intersections. That means after the clearance time is over, that means clearance means whenever there is a green signal, after the green signal is over, the signal has to turn into red signal. Before turning green to yellow, they will have to go for some quantity of this change interval, so that the total time required to convert those into red signal, that is called as a clearance interval, so that all the signal phases has to show to red. It is used for clearing the vehicles in intersection. Next one, you are having this green interval. That means, what is a green interval means, it is a green indication for a particular movement, and it is denoted by gi. That means green interval, the total first letters, green interval, and red interval we will discuss in the next class.